It's a warm, late summer evening in beautiful Windsor, Colorado as we finish Week 18 action in USL League One with a Sunday matchup featuring two teams in contrasting runs of form, the surging Northern Colorado Hailstorm and the sputtering Greenville Triumph. My name's Ross Davenport. Thanks for joining me tonight. Let's take a look at the USL League One standings coming into this one. Tonight, as you can see, Greenville sitting in fourth at the moment with a game in hand on two of the teams above them. A win tonight would jump them all the way up 2 seconds above Union Omaha. Meanwhile, Northern Colorado is sitting right there in that sixth spot. They can't jump up tonight, but they can certainly get a lot closer to that key top four. Let's take a look back at the first meeting between these two teams, which came, seems like all the way back now on April 6th. Greenville took home the 3-1 victory at Paladin Stadium, thanks to a brace from that man, the Swiss striker Liam McKinnon. Had that penalty in the 44th after he was fouled by Cello Martinez. Leo Castro there in the 53rd on the assist from Chapa Herrera. And then Greenville would get the Hailstorm again on the counter here as Zion Scarlett would find Zakowski, and then Zakowski would find McKinnon for his second of the night. The Hailstorm would make it 3-1 in the 64th with this nice strike from fullback Lucky Oprah. And it would finish 3-1 Greenville. And our player to watch tonight for Northern Colorado is goalkeeper Lalo Delgado, the native of California. Superb 2023 season, 13 clean sheets, rewarded for that with a multi-year extension this off-season. He hasn't racked up the clean sheets this season as much. Stella back four in front of him. He's only made 17 saves so far in League One play. Look at that stat there. First 13 starts, multiple goals allowed 5 times, 3 clean sheets. The last 6 starts, he's allowed multiple goals 0 times with 2 clean sheets. So playing very well at the moment. As for Greenville, they come into this one all sorts of banged up. We'll get to that in a minute. So there will be a heavier weight tonight on the shoulders of second-year man McKinnon. He has a 3-game scoring drought, as you see there, coming into this one in league play. Castro out, Rodrigo Robles out. McKinnon expect may play a little more of a central role because of that. 14 goals in all competitions, though, coming into this one. All right, well, we're just moments away from kickoff here at Future Legends Sports Complex. Stick with us. We'll be right back with starting lineups as well as the opening kickoff from Windsor as we finish up Week 10 with this battle between the Hailstorm and the Triumph here on ESPN+. We'll be right back.
Hello from NOCO Humane, your community partner for comprehensive animal welfare services in Larimer and Weld counties. While you may not recognize our new name and logo, we have more than 50 years of experience and expertise formerly operating as Larimer Humane Society. We have expanded our reach and our impact, taking on the sheltering and care of animals in Weld County. In light of the dissolution of the Humane Society of Weld County, this transition ensures that vital animal services will not only continue but thrive, bringing even greater compassionate care and commitment to the pets and people of Northern Colorado. Join us as we heal, nurture, and protect more than 10,000 companion animals in the year to come. 2 shelters, 1 mission. NOCO Humane.
Joe Flood, best assassin in Europe.
I got a brain disorder. It's gonna kill me.
Who do you want retired?
Me.
There's been a mistake. You're not gonna die. But you might want to get your eyes checked.
What? I'm gonna live. This changes nothing!
Don't hate the player, hate the game. Come on! We killed a doctor, too. Have you had your eyes checked?
The Killer's Game. Rated R, September 13th.
Welcome back to Windsor, Colorado, as we get ready for this one between the Hailstorm and the Triumph. Let's take a look at your starting lineup for Ayman Zayed and the Hailstorm, which is presented by Four Rivers Equipment. Just the one change for the Hailstorm. It's a forced one as well. Haruki Yamazaki, he was sent off in last week's 1-1 draw with Tormenta. In comes Patrick Langwell, usually the number 6 for Ayman Zayed. It's another big change there. Ethan Horde up top, maybe 4-4-3-3, 4-5-1 out of possession. See if Ethan Hoare can add to his total. Obviously, the Hailstorm scored a ton of goals in Jägermeister Cup play, but they haven't been able to find the back of the net as much in League One play. We'll see if that changes tonight against this Greenville squad. They'll be in their Luna kits tonight, as we mentioned in the open. Ton of injury problems for Rick Wright. As you can see, it results in a 5-man bench at the bottom. Rodrigo Robles sustained a concussion in last week's draw with Richmond. Sebastian Velasquez, a reoccurrence of his hamstring injury. He's also out. Add that to Leo Castro, Chapo Herrera. Nate Schultz goes to the bench. Daniel Wu comes in for his first start since June. Pascal Corvino, his first start since late March. And Hayden Anderson, he's only got one start in his last 5 in League One play. So 3 rookies in the midfield for Rick Wright. A tough mountain to climb here in northern Colorado. As you can see, a little bit of a breezy night tonight in Windsor. Temperatures in the high 80s. Our referee tonight, Rafael Bonilla. And he gets us underway here as we wrap up week 18 with the Hailstorm against the Triumph. Hailstorm in their traditional all-navy at home. As mentioned, Greenville in their Luna kits. Looking to get out the recent funk they've been in. Mentioned earlier, 4th place, 7 wins, 24 points. A draw would actually move them up to 3rd tonight by virtue of the wins tiebreaker over Madison. Winless in their last 3 games in all competitions. Their first slump of the season. Only 1 win in 6 for Rick Wright's men, and the goals have dried up a bit. Only 4 goals scored in those 6, but they have been very good on the road this season. 4 wins, 2 losses in League One play this season away from Paladin Stadium. See if they can continue their good road plays. You see at the bottom of the screen there, Ayman Zayed. Northern Colorado, as always, with a ton of home games to finish up the season. We'll get to that as the game goes on. They obviously can't play too many games here at home early in the season because of the weather conditions. So one of the changes here, Jamie Smith, you see he'll move into the centre-back role. Has been playing fullback most of the year. So excuse me, he will be a fullback tonight. And Daniel Wu coming into the centre-back spot with Schultz out. Smith moving out to the fullback spot. He'll have his hands full tonight. That man, Martinez, as well as Bruno Rendon. Watch him, Bruno Rendon, excuse me, barreling forward from that fullback spot. Here's one of those rookies on the ball now, Pascal Corvino. Carlos Anguiano, he's taken the place of Chapo Herrera, who continues to deal with a leg injury. Rick Wright said medical team taking their time with the recovery of some of these players. Sebastian Velasquez, who scored last week, had the hamstring injury early this season, came back and has now re-injured it again. Evan Lee goes out wide to Hayden Anderson. On that right-hand side, him and Zakowski can both play either wings. You mentioned on the back line, normally Fricky and Smith in the middle, but with Nate Schultz being out tonight, not for an injury reason to our knowledge, he goes to the bench. So Smith has played fullback plenty in his time here with the Triumph. Here comes a long throw expert, Hayden Anderson, into the box, hooked away, but only as far as the edge of the box. Smith is there, nods it back in towards Zakowski. Still banging around here with a bit of head tennis. Evan Lee tries to turn, Fricky in there as well. Now a chance for the Hailstorm to break. We know this is where they're so dangerous. Not a possession-based team. They love to get out on the break, and a good job by Hayden Anderson to slow things down. He'll go all the way back to Christian Garner. Those of you that follow the Triumph know they have a 2-goalkeeper system. Garner and Gunther Rankenberg have been rotating all season. Garner spent some time early this month on loan in the USL Championship with the Charleston Battery. Got a start and a win. Zakowski on the left, Anderson on the right. Polak always on the left, lobs this one forward to McKinnon, playing that central role as we thought we might see him do so. Normally a left winger. There's our first look at our player to watch tonight, Lalo Delgado. Only 17 saves on the season. Compare that to some of the other numbers, some of the other busier goalkeepers in the league. It's an absolutely insane stat. That back four has been so good in front of him. even with some changes now and again. Here's Martinez. He's got the other side of the Greenville defense, beats Garner and finds the back of the net. It's 1-0 Noco in the 5th minute. Rick Wright, during the week, was talking about the Triumph being a little susceptible to the ball over the top. They almost gave up an early goal last week against Richmond. This time they do. And it's Chelo Martinez. Lovely finish inside the far post of the advancing Christian Garner. Martinez, who gave away the penalty in the first meeting, as well as a little slip that allowed one of the McKinnon goals. Getting early redemption here in Windsor. I talked to Rick Wright about that game last week. He said he told his team to be careful with that ball over the top. They almost got burned last week. Christian Garner came up strong with a big save in that game against Richmond, but he couldn't tonight. And now the visitors find themselves down 1-0 early. Billy King with the assist, his first of the season. This is Martinez's first goal of the campaign. Such a versatile player. So here comes Real Gil now, down the right-hand side. Looking for Rendon, who's always in the mix around the ball. He's one of those players who really doesn't have a position. He's listed as right back, but you'll see him pop up at right wing. He'll push into the middle as well. Just always looking to get involved, such a talent. For Eamon Zayed, the Triumph now will have to look to try and calm down. Find their footing here. Mentioned the amount of injuries for Rick Wright. Rodrigo Robles sustained the concussion in that draw with Richmond. They had the late rain delay. They actually found out during the rain delay that he had that concussion. He sustained it early in the match. Apparently, maybe he didn't tell anybody. This leaves them down their two true strikers. Obviously, Leo Castro was so reliable, the veteran, earlier this season. He's been out for a few games now with the leg injury. Zakowski goes down under pressure from Rendon, who's incensed at the decision. It looked like a pretty clear foul contact from behind on the rookie Ben Zakowski out of Monmouth. So look at that foul again. Yeah, no question about that. Zakowski, he can also play centrally, Ben Zakowski. Here's Carlos Anguiano, a nice little pickup for Rick Wright this offseason. Almost a brand new midfield in the central portion with Chapo Herrera, Sebastian Velasquez, Anguiano. Savvy veterans bringing a little bit of different look to this Greenville midfield than we've seen in the past. Obviously, Rick Wright, first season, replacing U.S. men's national team legend John Harkes. Here's Polak now looking for his first ever career goal as a professional. Instead, he will get called for the foul. See, with the cup play, it's been a strange schedule season for all teams. It's only Greenville's second road League One game since mid-May. She tied Richmond last weekend 1-1. Tied Knoxville before that and lost 2-0 to Omaha back on July 13th. Those are their last 3 League One games. This is their first of 3 straight road games in League One. They will play Charlotte at home on Friday to finish their Jägermeister Cup group play. We have another foul. We're going to play advantage here, it says referee Bonilla. Come back to Jägermeister Cup play in a second here. We'll do it now as Polak intercepts. Hailstorm already clinched a spot in the semifinals. Greenville could do the same on Friday if they can pick up at least a point against Charlotte, as they failed to do in their previous meeting, which would have clinched. Now a good battle here and a good header back by Brandon Fricky under pressure from rookie Ethan Horde. Horde only has 3 goals in League One play, but he's been banging them in cup competition. That's why the Hailstorm are already clinched. There's about 6 or so teams still battling for 4 spots. Plenty of teams eliminated by not being able to win the group, but obviously the wild card goes to the team with the most goals. Nice work here by Billy King down the right. And there's sort of a scrappy, bit out of control start here. Hailstorm putting on the physical pressure. The layoff there by Corvino. What a goal he scored a few weeks ago, if you haven't seen that. Go back on the socials to check that goal out. His first professional goal. Hayden Anson with a sloppy pass there. Billy King gets the slide in, and now here's a chance for Hailstorm to come again. Real Gill looking to take on Jamie Smith. Good work pinching in by Tyler Polak, as always, the savvy veteran. Closing in on 130 League One appearances, Tyler Polak. First ever signing in Greenville Triumph history. Here's Real Gill, the man from Trinidad. He's got Ethan Horde inside him. He might not need him. Real Gill with the left foot, and it's 2-0. It's all going horribly wrong for the Triumph. Ravaged by injuries, and now down 2-0 at the 10-minute mark here in Windsor. And Jamie Smith wanted a foul call on the much bigger Ethan Horde, but he did get a lovely little rollover by Gill to make the space. Brandon Fricky committed to the slide, and Gill just got that shot in under him, and Christian Garner looks to the skies in agony as the Triumph have a ton of work to do here, down 2-0 in the 11th minute. Real Gill's second goal of the season, and with 6 caps for Trinidad and Tobago. You know, he started one of the first 10 games, but he's really forced his way into this lineup. Now you see why. This is his 4th straight start on that right side of that midfield. Greenville just in complete shock right now. Need to settle down, get some possession. Try to just work their way back into this one. Ethan Horde with the assist, his first League One assist of the season. Here's Real Gill again, looking to turn Tyler Polak inside out. Sliding attempt, Gill still has it. Finally, Brandon Fricky this time stands his ground. You can see Tyler Polak talking to Christian Garner. Greenville just all out of position at the back. Daniel Wu and Brandon Fricky, they haven't played a ton together. Wu filled in for Fricky earlier this season at that center back spot. They did play some last year together, but not much this year, as Jamie Smith really owned that center back spot. As now Carlos Sanguiano puts it out of, well, Tyler Polak puts it out of plays. We may have a player down off screen here. Referee Bonilla over to take a look. Looks like maybe Real Gill down, and it is in some paint. A 21-year-old. Eamon Zayed said when they signed him, he has bags of speed, bags of energy, a very dynamic winger, and you've seen it so far here in the first 12 minutes. Greenville in the past have had trouble with pace and technical ability when they take it at you. Exactly how Real Gill scored that goal there. Some good news for Greenville earlier this week. Fox Carolina and the Triumph announced the Triumph games will air on Fox Carolinas and Gray's new Palmetto Sports and Entertainment Network when the channel launches in October, as Real Gill is back to his feet. Fans in South Carolina will be able to watch games on the 24-hour channel. It focuses on live sports and entertainment. Always good to hear when USL teams find local deals with their local channels. We'll start here with the drop ball, and Ben Zakowski lays it off to Tyler Polak. Greenville do lead League One in points obtained from losing positions this season, so certainly still not over this one. Coming in the 14th minute here in Windsor. But a great start for the Hailstorm as they look to continue their hot play of late. Here's Evan Lee and Hayden Anderson. Noko come into this one, 2 wins and a draw in their last 3, 5 undefeated in all competitions. 21 goals in 7 Jaeger Cup games. 5 wins and 2 draws there to clinch their group already. I mentioned 7 of their final home games, 7 of their final 9 games at home due to their crazy road schedule to open the season. Their only road games left are at Central Valley and at Charlotte. Speaking of Central Valley, Greenville will still play them twice. They haven't played them yet this year, Jermaine Jones' men. Brandon Fricky on the ball, the captain tonight for the Triumph, part of the leadership group for Rick Wright. Tyler Polak, also part of that group. As well as Evan Lee, the center back turned attacking midfielder. As here's Ryan McKinnon looking to get involved. Nice little turn by Taipa. Then gives it, well, almost gives it away. Anguiano Toe saved him. Now here is Evan Lee on the ball. Loves to get forward. Good ball out wide to Zakowski. Then Zakowski onto his right foot. Lays it off for Polak. Back to Zakowski. And all the way back to Daniel Wu. And out of Georgetown. Better spell of possession here from the Triumph. Obviously 2-time finalists as well as champions in the COVID-affected year. Good work there by Polak. He's fouled by Real Gil, who's obviously back on the pitch, as you see, after that minor injury. Here's Anguiano, USL Championship winner last year with Phoenix Rising. They got some work to do to get back into the playoff picture in the championship. Polak now. Evan Lee. Those two have been teammates every Greenville Triumph season. That's poor from Anguiano to Daniel Wu, as you mentioned, hasn't played much. 7 League One appearances this season, 5 starts. Really hadn't seen many minutes on the pitch since Brandon Fricky got healthy again. See, Rick Wright has played some 3 at the back as well. That hasn't necessitated 2 center backs. Real Gil goes all the way back to Breck Evans. Lovely ball by him, but offside on that far side is Billy King. Mentioned that last game for the Hailstorm, a 1-1 draw against Tormenta. There was a very debatable penalty decision that went the way of the Hailstorm. In the 80th minute, Marky Hernandez put that one away. It looked like Jake Dengler had got the ball before contact, but penalty was given, but then Tormenta equalized in the 97th minute. Noko, as usual, with not a ton of possession, only 37%. We mentioned Yamazaki, sent off midway through the second half. Perhaps a fair result in the end. Tormenta continue to struggle to pick up points. Here come the Hailstorm. To the edge of the box, the shot is deflected. It was lucky Oprah getting forward from his left back spot, which she loves to do. Here's Zakowski now. Good step by Rendon. Right in front of his manager. It was lucky Oprah who scored in this matchup back in April. Are you feeling benched in your career? With more than 90 career-focused programs, University of Northern Colorado Extended Campus can help you get in the game. For more information, go to extended.unco.edu. Bruno Rendon is likely to win most aerial challenges with Ben Zakowski tonight. That was a thumping one. Here's King now, playing that free roll. Real Gil swings it across. Over there is Jackson Dietrich. He brings it down nicely, looking for options. Kovu will force him back. Oprah. Bit of a short pass to Rendon, but a good touch by him. He may let one go from here. Rendon with the right foot. Skids past the left-hand post of Christian Connor, given far too much space by the central midfield of the Triumph there. Bruno Rendon, we know how dangerous he can be. He was almost surprised, I think, himself. He took the extra step, which perhaps allowed Polak to get in the way and force the shot wide. Bruno Rendon listed many places as a centre back. Playing full back tonight, he can play left or right back, left or right wing. 24-year-old out of Cuba. Certainly one of the best young talents in USL League One. He's got 7 goals in 6 cup appearances this season. We have a Hailstorm player down in the center circle. 4 goals in 13 League One appearances. And it's Chelo Martinez, the first goal scorer tonight. Oh, we got kicked in the leg there. That was clumsy stuff from Corvino. Just a bang though, so Martinez should be okay. Man out of Brownsville, Texas. Some time with RGV, New Mexico United. Forward Madison. I'm sure he was glad to get that first goal and get the taste out of that last meeting when he made a couple of mistakes that led to Greenville goals. Here's Patrick Langlois, first time we mentioned him tonight. Playing that 6 pivot role tonight. Here's Real Gil, Rendon on the overlap. Gil ignores him. Martinez tried to get it through to Rendon. Now Garner will have to clear after the pass back by Polak. You can see the wind keeping that one in play. Finds the feet of Rendon. Taking on Polak, gets the cross in. Gil was there. So was Carlos Anguiano. Triumph just hack it away. See Rick right there. White shirt, jeans, sitting on the chairs here at Future Legend Sports Complex. Actually, we'll see a ton of action down the stretch here. 7 of the final 9 games at home for the Hailstorm. It's great for their fans who suddenly had to be patient waiting for their first home game this season. Here's Rendon again. His cross is partially blocked by Smith. Zakowski just knock it inside to Lee. Anguiano now. Greenville's looking to get something, anything going in the final third here. 4 shots to nothing so far in favor of the Hailstorm, and 2 have found the back of the net. As we approach the halfway mark of this first half, Ross Davenport here with you, 2-0 to the Hailstorm. Goals in the 4th minute from Chelo Martinez, and the 10th minute from Real Gil, assists by Billy King and Ethan Horde. Pascal Corvino ties his boots. Rookie out of Missouri State. One of the many rookies out of Missouri State in the league this year. Here is Corvino with the strike, and it was a well-struck one. Forcing a dive out of Lalo Delgado. In the end goes over the bar for a goal kick. Let's another look at it here. As I mentioned, Alexa Galazzo was Pascal Corvino. That one wasn't far away. Jack Denton, Josh Darling, Javier Martin Heel, all from Missouri State in the league this year. He also played at USC Upstate with Hayden Anderson, teammate here with Greenville. Lovely touch there by Martinez. Out wide. The ball as he was looking for Real Gil. That was Billy King with the attempt to cross. They will go out for a corner. Corner kicks brought to you tonight by Meadow Gold. It's our first one of the evening. Billy King, the Scotsman. Struggled to even get in the squad till about mid-July. Now started 4 straight at the game winner against Madison recently. As Bruno Rendon makes his way forward. Ethan Horde, a big target as well. This is Breck Evans. Here's the corner. It's a well-delivered one, headed away by Fricky. And as far as Dietrich, he just sort of lobs it in there, hopefully towards Oprah, who does end up getting the ball back. Now King with the left-footed delivery. pinging around here. Evan Lee finally brings it down, finds McKinnon, drifting out to his traditional left-hand side now. Good tackle by Jackson Dietrich. He committed, got the ball. McKinnon now, though. Looking for Hayden Anderson. A good toe by Lucky Oprah. You can see the reaction of Ayman Zayed. Looked like more of a hopeful ball than anything. Perhaps Oprah a little out of position. Did enough to knock it out for another corner. Corner kicks tonight brought to you by Meadow Gold. Only 3 Triumph players in the box right now. 4, excuse me. Referee 1. Billy Keane to get back 10. And now we're having some other discussions here. Now we're having a bit of a shoving match. Corvino involved. Referee Bonilla. He's a big physical presence himself. You can see he's got a couple of inches on Brandon Fricky. Lalo Delgado with some verbal. Looks like Jackson Dietrich appears to be the most offended player. He's on the near post. I'm not sure if he got a shove for his troubles. Corvino now still chatting with him. So Ben Zakowski perhaps to take the corner on the far side here. He'll swing it in left-footed. Decent delivery. Hits a Hailstorm player, bounces to the edge of the box. McKinnon now just can't get it to bounce for him. His shot is deflected and will go wide again for another corner. We'll go over to the other side here as Carlos Anguiano retrieves that ball. I mentioned he stepped up nicely in the absence of Chapa Herrera. This is his 4th straight start now. Goes short to Zakowski. Back to Anguiano. Under pressure from Rialki. That's a lovely turn. Anguiano now. Lays it off to Corvino. Back to McKinnon from distance. His low shot, just too much traffic around the penalty spot and bounces all the way back out to Hayden Anderson. Zakowski knocked away by Rendon. As expected, Greenville leading in the possession battle, 63, actually now 64.2%. Still seeking their first shot of the night. As well as their first touch in the opposition box. Perhaps it'll come here. And one's cleared away. Jamie Smith getting some love from the Colorado fans. Not often Jamie Smith gets love from visiting fans, or from the opposing team's fans, I should say. As that ball goes out of play, Zakowski pointing where he wanted it. Unfortunately, it wasn't where it was passed to. Hailstorm going a little more directly now, looking for Horde. Some Triumph fans in the crowd, it seems. Here comes Jackson Dietrich now. Ethan Hall with a lovely turn. His pass is behind, though, cleared away by Garner. Into the thin Colorado air. You see how far that ball went. In the end, it goes all the way through to Delgado. This game, the only action in USL League One tonight, because we had a bunch of games yesterday. Some very interesting results. Charlotte taking care of Central Valley 4-0. Central Valley with the red card there. Lexington with the 0-0 draw against Madison, and then Omaha with a 3-0 win over the struggling Kickers. We'll start cup competition again on Thursday. Get to all those upcoming games at the half. Real Gill, hands to the face as he lets that one go through him, and out for a throw deep here in Greenville territory, right by the dugout. Jamie Smith, son of Dean Smith, current Charlotte FC coach. himself quite the first season in the Carolinas. Obviously not too far away from his son. Gets to watch games occasionally. Charlotte currently is 6th in the MLS's Eastern Conference, 10 wins already this season. Rendon now, going to take on Polak. Does so, onto the right foot, blocked by Jamie Smith. Key block there, corner of the 6-yard box, as Rick Wright up on his feet. Sorting out some positional problems. There's been far too much space down this right side for Rendon and Real Gil in this first half hour. Here's a long throw. Pollock is beaten. You can see Jamie Smith upset, perhaps at the physical contact by Ethan Horde. Luckily it bounced into the arms of Christian Garner. Northern Colorado with 45% of their attacks down that right side so far tonight. Free kick. Head to Corvino now. He's got Zakowski herring down the left. He's got Lee in the middle as well as McKinnon. Lays it off to Anderson. Pollock pitching in all the way from his left back spot. Here's Evan Lee now. Anderson's touch is too heavy on this turf here at Future Legends, and that goes out for a goal kick. There's a look at Hayden Anderson, local lad. Greenville County native, rookie this season. Played his college ball at Memphis, 12 assists there. Also played at USC Upstate, as we mentioned. Breck Evans. Excuse me, David Garcia, laid it off to Breck Evans. They formed a nice little centre-back pairing, those two, over the last couple of months. Breck Evans spent a little time on the bench in mid-June. Garcia's only missed 2 games this season. Turned 24 this past Friday. Happy birthday to David. Giano under pressure gives it away. Evans will chase this one back all the way to Delgado. Delgado yet to make a save tonight. We mentioned only 17 saves in 13 League One contests coming into this one. There's some space for Martinez. Once again down this right-hand side. See, Ryan McKinnon appears to have come over to this left a little more for Greenville to try and help out. Slow things down on this wing. And his Hailstorm defense, in the last 7 games in all competitions, has not allowed double-digit goals. They had 2 1-0 losses, then a shutout of Omaha, a shutout of Madison. They allowed 1 goal to Richmond, 1 goal to Spokane, and 1 goal to Tormenton. When you only allow 1 goal, giving yourself a good chance to at least gain a point. Corvino now at the corner of the box. And Giano gives it right back to Corvino. Hailstorm with plenty of players behind the ball, though. Forces the Triumph to reset. Daniel Wu now. Scored a goal in his rookie season. Evan Lee with some space to work. He's going to take one with his left foot. That one ended up in the outfield of the baseball stadium back there. Evan Lee scored 2 League One goals this season. He's originally a centre back for this Triumph squad, but has evolved into it. Say a defensive midfielder, but he certainly has the propensity to get forward into that final third, especially over the last couple of months. He's been given more of a free role with Herrera or Anguiano behind him. Delgado taking his time with this one as we approach 11 minutes remaining in this first half. From Northern Colorado, the Hailstorm with a 2-0 lead. If you're just joining us, 2 goals in the first 10 minutes. Quick start from the Hailstorm. The Triumph a little all over the place. Mentioned a ton of injuries tonight, only 5 on the bench. Those include goalkeeper Gunther Rankenberg, defenders Oliver Hald, Hassan Gabo, and Nate Schultz. The only attacking player on the bench is Ian Scarlett. Polak in trouble, gives it away. Martinez now. Polak trying to recover, does so, but in the process fouls the Hailstorm midfielder. Apologies for the language from the crowd as they let their feelings know. Yeah. The momentum of Polak there just took him. Martinez doing exactly what he was doing. Used the momentum of Polak to hit the ground. It's Tyler Polak from Lincoln, Nebraska. Here's Evan Lee now with some space. Lincoln about a 7-hour drive east of Windsor. Not a terrible trek. Tyler's friends and family that may have made the trip. Here's Hayden Anderson now. Cross is blocked by Lucky Oprah, and that one will go out for a corner. Once again, corner kicks tonight brought to you by Meadow Gold. Third one of the night here for the Triumph as they try to find their way back into this contest. Certainly been second best for most of it. Despite 60.5% possession. Benzakowski to swing it in. Left-footed. All the way to the back post. Evan Lee is there. He knocks it back into the mixer. Headed away only as far as McKinnon. All he can do is nod it over the top. Corner had a lot of air under it, but Evan Lee did well enough. There's not enough players in that 6-yard box to cause any trouble for the Hailstorm. There's Liam McKinnon, 14 goals in all competitions. The man from Lausanne, Switzerland. Tied for second with 8 League One goals. Juan Obregon in the lead at the moment with 11. McKinnon leads League One with 42 shots coming into this one. It's a lovely little back heel. Good battle there, and it's won by Anderson over Oprah. And Anderson gets a little clumsy with it and then gets fouled by Oprah, the man from Nigeria. He's played everywhere. Latvia, Finland, Sweden, Estonia, Switzerland. He play left back, right back. Goal and an assist coming into this one. That goal came against the Triumph, as we mentioned earlier. McKinnon will not keep this one in and just let it go under his foot. And out for a goal kick. Health for Heroes is a non-profit organization dedicated to supporting and empowering military veterans, first responders, and their families. Visit healthforheroes.org to learn how you can help our heroes live healthy and fulfilling lives. Polak. Jamie Smith. First time we've really seen him venture into the final third. Delgado with the claim. A USL League One matchup kicks off September. Coverage on the CBS Sports Network. Players Shield holders Union Omaha visit newcomers Spokane Velocity in their first ever regular season clash, September 4th, 9 p.m. Eastern on the CBS Sports Network. We have a Hailstorm player down. Mentioned the Triumph's next home game will be Friday night, August 30th against Charlotte Independence in the Jägermeister round robin finale. It will be upstate soccer night at Paladin Stadium. Teams from across South Carolina are invited to watch the match, walk on the pitch with their teams and be honored during the game. As the magic spray is out, Lucky Oprah getting a piece of it too. Approaching the 40th minute here in Windsor. I think it's Jackson Dietrich back to his feet there. It's Real Gill, scored the second goal tonight. Hailstorm haven't done a ton since that second goal in the 10th minute, but they really haven't needed to, other than just soak up some Greenville pressure. Greenville with a 0.1 XG, despite the 4 shots. Both teams with 3 touches in the opponent's box. That tells you how much of this game has been played in the middle of the park. 73.3% to be precise. As Rafael Bonilla will get us restarted with a drop ball here for Lalo Delgado. Still yet to make his first save of the match. Smith intercepts the long pass there intended for Ethan Horn. Real Gill can't turn on the Englishman. Mentioned earlier, the away matches to start the season for NOCO. They didn't play their first home game till May 25th. Started with 9 matches on the road. A couple of wins, 3 losses in all competitions. Tyler Polak finds the challenge of Rendon initially. Eamon's eye wants the foul. He wants the foul going one way, but it will go the other way instead. Eamon's eye never afraid to let his feelings known, especially when it comes to officiating. I think it was the last Hailstorm game I did. He ended up in the locker room early. Okay, then we'll restart us here as we wind down the final minutes of the first half here. Trying to find their way back into this match. Launches this one towards the box, and Hayden Anderson, who's there, he got a touch on that. Lalo Delgado was a long way out of his goal. Not afraid to take the risks is Lalo Delgado, especially when leaving his goal mouth. That would almost cost him if it had flicked off the head of Anderson. Could have gone anywhere, including the back of the net. Oprah gets the little 1-2 and the advantage. Ethan Horde now into the edge of the box, trying to take on Brandon Fricky. Horde goes down under pressure from Mangiano. He may have caught his heel, but no call from referee Bonilla, and will continue. This one is too long for Zakowski, and all the way back through to Delgado, who slowed things down. Trying to let his teammate recover from that clip, a potential clip. Referee Bonilla deemed it wasn't. Certainly a ton of traffic there involving Triumph players around Ethan Horde. So play stopped here as Ethan Horde deals with that ankle injury. Eamon Zayed perhaps saying, how did he go down if I wasn't clipped? This is the thing in this situation, right? It's either a foul or, people will say it's either a foul or simulation. Something has to get called. In the end, nothing did. Referee Binney will restart here as Eamon Zaid lets his feelings known to the fourth official. The light sweater tonight, sleeves half rolled up. He'll take a seat for now. As we get restarted here with a minute remaining of the first 45, we'll surely have a few tacked on here at the end of this first half. David Garcia scored a couple of goals against the Hailstorm. He gives that one away to Zakowski. Zakowski looking to turn Garcia inside out. Finds Evan Lee. He's got help to his right and his left. Instead, he goes on his own to the box, and that one may roll out. Yes, it does. Disappointing there. Good poach by Zakowski. Evan Lee perhaps should have looked to his right. He had tons of help. Instead, tried to take it himself and gave up the goal kick. Fit Noco is a healthy on-the-go option located just west of Four Rivers Equipment Stadium in Windsor. With healthy meal replacement shakes, protein coffees and more, their goal is to make the Noco community healthier and happier. Daniel Wu now finds McKinnon. He can unleash one from there. It does, blocked though by a pair of Hailstorm players. Now a chance perhaps for Billy King to break. No, he'll just let it roll over the sideline as we have 5 minutes of stoppage time here at the end of the first half. Hailstorm looking to take this 2-0 lead to the break. Dietrich. Rendon goes long towards Martinez. Jamie Smith had position and that one roll out for a goal kick, this time for the Triumph. Christian Garner will take. This is his third spell as a League One starter. Now started the last 3, 9 total for Rick Wright over Gunther Rankenberg. They were sort of switching off between Cup and League and then switched a bit. And then, see, Garner went on loan, so Rankenberg was starting. Zakowski now takes on Rendon and gets called for the foul. The pullback as Rendon hits the ground. And so a stop-start here towards the end of this first half. Look at that foul by Zakowski. Just had a hold of the jersey, tugged him back. Rendon felt it, and as many pros do, hit the ground and got the call. Rendon now, oh, that was almost a lovely ball through to Billy King on the diagonal run. Just too much power on it for the Scotsman. Spent time with Hearts in Scotland, as well as Rangers, Dundee United, Greenock Morton, St. Patrick's Athletic. Here's a chance now for King to find Martinez. Polak streaking back to try and help out. Cross to the far post, just too tall for Real Gil. Greenville trying to play it out the back again. Anguiana. McKinnon now back centrally. Loses possession there to Oprah. Now a chance for Gill. Trinidadian teammate Noah Powder not on the bench tonight for Noco. Gill goes down, and this time it is a penalty. Daniel Wu called for the trip, and the Hailstorm will have a chance to make it 3 here before the break. Once again, Real Gil's quick feet causing trouble for this Greenville backline. This time they get the benefit of the doubt. We'll have a good look at it here. Went inside Haynes. Yeah, Daniel Wu just stuck the leg out clumsily as he was turned inside. Gill felt it, went down, and got the call. Ethan Horde will take it, it looks like. The rookie, 3 goals on the season in League One play, looking to make it 4. This one would perhaps put this game away. Christian Garner taking his time. Make Ethan Horde think about it. Christian Garner has saved a penalty this season against Neil Vinyals. Also allowed one to Josh Darling. Horde puts it over the bar. A lifeline for the Triumph. Horde with a stuttering run-up. Skied it into the Windsor Knight. The man from Wisconsin might be regretting that one. There's a little bit of a stuttering run-up. Just Neville looked confident. Garner also stuttered his step. See if that one comes back to haunt the home team. Pollock. Greenville uses momentum to half the deficit here. Well, doesn't reach Corvino. Henderson still chasing it. May have a minute or two added on here to the end of the first half due to that penalty. Jamie Smith shrugs off Ethan Horde. Finds Ethan McKinnon, lays it off to Corvino. Does the same for Lee, but it's good tracking back from Billy King. Now a chance for Lucky Oprah to break. That was Ethan Horde's second penalty attempt of the season. He did score against Spokane in the Cup early this season, but not this time. And as a result, instead of a 3-0 lead at the break, it will only be a 2-0 lead for the home team. Early goals by Chelo Martinez in the 4th minute and Real Gil in the 10th. Give the Hailstorm a 2-0 lead at the break here, but it could well have been 3. We'll see if Greenville can get back into this one in the second half. Stick with us, break. We'll be back with news and notes, highlights from the first half, stats, and more. You'll score at the break. Northern Colorado 2, Greenville 0.
If you love money-saving offers and the chance to win cash, look no further than your mailbox. Valpak delivers exclusive deals to neighborhoods across America every month. Plus, a $100 check could be yours. That's right, you could win $100 instantly. No strings attached, just for opening your blue envelope. Valpak, real savings and real winning for real people. Really.
Hello from NOCO Humane, your community partner for comprehensive animal welfare services in Larimer and Weld counties. While you may not recognize our new name and logo, we have more than 50 years of experience and expertise formerly operating as Larimer Humane
Society. We have expanded our reach and our impact, taking on the sheltering and care of animals in Weld County. In light of the dissolution of the Humane Society of Weld County, this transition ensures that vital animal services will not only continue but thrive, bringing even greater compassionate care and commitment to the pets and people of Northern Colorado. Join us as we heal, nurture, and protect more than 10,000 companion animals in the year to come. 2 shelters, 1 mission. NOCO Humane.
Welcome back to Colorado, where the home team have a 2-0 win over the visiting Greenville Triumph here at the break. Goals by Martinez and Gill. Let's take a look back at Week 17 highlights from USL League One.
Dimmitt pops this one inside. Belmore saved. Bert Shipman sprawling out for that one. Here's a moment right here. Gebhard Takes the shot himself, but couldn't quite pick a side. Austin Pack didn't have to. Returned right back out to him. Vigneault's service curling in. Still in the fray of things, and it's in the back of the net. Ryan Sierakowski on his back. Gives. There's some tight passing. This one slips through for Velasquez, and it's into the back of the net. And look who it is.
Taken quickly into Tequila. Tequila has a go and finds Pater. On the front foot, Jordan Skelton. Tequila. Zaracosta! Tequila without swing. Toward goal, knocked down on the line, and a point to the spot. It's a handball. A reach for the back pocket, and it's a nightmare for Chattanooga. Tequila. Oh, that's cheeky. Circulating play back into the feet of Leopoldo Hernandez. A good ball, Ant. Shots flared towards goal, and somehow trickles in.
Turnover for Lexington. Cam Lancaster takes a drive, and that one finds its way through.
Goal scored by Lexington.
Cam Lancaster opens up the scoring 4 minutes in. As mentioned earlier, all night. Also got a yellow early on as well. Long range try finds its way through again. Set pieces as well. Lancaster goes for net, and that was stopped by Aviles. Rebound, scores!
Goal scored by
Alexis Cerritos, he comes back to Central Valley. 8 minutes to go in regulation. Glance off the wall, and that one finds its way through for Central Valley. They get there first off of the set piece. Jose Carrera Garcia.
It's Ethan Horde bearing through on goal. A number of black shirts in the area. Goes down. Hernandez drives it home. Northern Colorado down a man, up a goal as the super sub strikes once again. Thorne, one final cross, floated into the heart of the area. It falls for Killwine, darts it across, and it did cross the line. Tormenta finds the equalizer.
Those are your Week 17 highlights. We're about to wrap up Week 18 here, halfway through this one. In Windsor, the Hailstorm with a 2-0 lead over the Triumph. Stick with us, we'll be back with news and notes, Team of the Week, and more here from Colorado.
Somebody's birthday? Dad, watch us hit this ugly piñata. Dad!
When Hornets show up, so do we. Terminix it.
This is the beginning. This is a first practice, a first video session, a first pregame talk. This is a first ticket, a first scarf raise, a first kickoff. This is a tapestry of clubs and players and communities inspired by those who blazed the trail for women's sports, ready to inspire the next generation. We are the USL Super League. We're part of a movement, and this is our moment.
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Deciding to go right up through the middle. A shot.
Long range shot from Nordy, stopped, and that one trickles in.
mosquitoes show up, so do we. Terminix it.
On the surface, your retirement plan might look solid. With your 401k or IRA, Social Security, investments, and insurance coverage, you appear to have it all covered. But what could you be missing? Below the surface, is your retirement exposed to too much risk? It's time for a deeper dive into your portfolio. We can help you uncover the risk that lies beneath the surface and learn about strategies to help preserve your savings. Get your free risk analysis today.
Welcome back to Colorado. The Hailstorm with a 2-0 lead over the Greenville Triumph in our Week 18 finale. Let's take a look at some news and notes from around USL League One. See, Super League got going last weekend. Some great games, some great goals. News out of AV Alta. They'll be joining USL League One next season. 5,300-seat soccer-specific stadium. Great news there. And Kempis Tequila, your League One Player of the Week. A couple of goals for him, as well as an assist as he continues to climb the goal-scoring chart. Let's take a look at your USL League One Team of the Week for Week 17. There's a look at your man there, Kempis Tequila. Some great goal-scoring names. And there's Sebastian Velasquez with the tying goal against Richmond for Greenville last week. Austin Pack continues to impress between the pipes for Charlotte. Alexis Cerritos, he's having a nice first season with Lexington. Let's take a look at your scores from earlier this weekend in USL League One. Charlotte Independence took care of Central Valley Fuego 4-0. We had the Knoxville Velocity match earlier in the week. Madison Lexington battled to that 0-0 draw, and then Union Omaha, thanks to a brace from Joe Gallardo, with a comfortable victory over the struggling Richmond Kickers. Now this week we finish up Jägermeister Cup action, but let's take a look ahead to the following week when we resume USL League One play. Omaha will head west to take on the Velocity. That game on CBS Sports Network. The rest on ESPN Plus. Greenville, always a nice rivalry there with Union Omaha. Lexington at NoCo. Charlotte at Knoxville. Madison at Chattanooga, and then Spokane will have their second match in 4 days when they host Central Valley Fuego. Stickers will be right back with stats as well as first half highlights from this one at Future Legends Sports Complex, where the Hailstorm have a 2-0 lead, over the Triumph. Stick with us. We'll be right back with those stats and highlights next.
Joe Flood, best assassin in Europe. I'm gonna live. You took out a contract on yourself.
I've got a disease. It's gonna kill me.
There's been a mistake. You're not gonna die, but you might want to get your eyes checked.
I'm canceling the contract.
This changes nothing!
I'm gonna take them all out.
The Killer's Game. Rated R.
I'm gonna kill the doctor, too. Have you had your eyes checked?
September 13.
Halftime here in Northern Colorado is the Hailstorm with a couple of early goals have a 2-0 lead at the break over the Greenville Triumph. Let's see how we got there. And Hailstorm didn't waste any time to get going in this one. In the 4th minute. Lovely ball through here to Chelo Martinez. He finds the back of the net. That ball was from Billy King, the Scotsman. Martinez had a rough night in the first meeting this season between these two sides. Redeems himself early with the opener in this one. And just 6 minutes later, it will be Real Gil. He was a pest down this right side for the Hailstorm in this first half. Good work here by Ethan Horde physically. Jamie Smith wanted the foul, didn't get it. A lovely rollover by Gil, and the left-footed finish inside the near post of Christian Garner. That would make it 2-0 in the 10th minute. Greenville really struggled to find their way in the final third. No shots on target in that first half. This was one that was just off target by Pascal Corvino with his left foot. Screamed over the bar of Lalo Delgado. And the Hailstorm would have a chance to make it 3-0. Real Gil skips inside defense. Daniel Wu sticks his leg out. Fouls the man from Trinidad. And it would be Ethan Horde who would step up to try and make it 3-0, but he wouldn't do it as he chips it over the bar. So that makes it 2-0 in favor of the home team at the break. Here's a look at your stats. 6 shots apiece, but none of those Greenville Triumph shots on target. Only 2 on target for Hailstorm, and they both went in. Mentioned Greenville ravaged by injury. Short bench tonight. Only 1 attacking option on the bench. And Zion Scarlett, defenders and goalkeeper as well. So Greenville, not a ton of options for Rick Wright to try and figure this thing out. He's ready to get underway here in the second 45 minutes from Future Legends Sports Complex. We'll let you know of any changes at the break. Referee Rafael Bonilla. Nearly ready to blow his whistle. Keeping us waiting. Greenville going from left to right in their Luna Grey kits. Hailstorm from right to left in their Navy kits. We're underway here in the second 45 minutes. Pascal Corvino, mentioned, had that screamer just fly over the bars. Here's Ryan McKinnon back out to his familiar left-hand side again. Oh, excuse me, this did have a substitution here. It is Zion Scarlett onto the pitch. On that left side, we'll let you know who he is on for in just a second. It is Zion Scarlett for Hayden Anderson on that left side, so a straight-up swap on the wing. The only attacking option Rick Wright had at his disposal on the bench is now on the pitch. So Rick Wright basically throwing everything he has at it here. Oliver Howell, I guess, could play a little further forward if he has to. He has sniffed a bit of midfield action this year at wing back. Hassan Gabo and Nate Schultz, the other 2 subs, along with backup goalkeeper Gunther Rankenberg. Here's Lalo Delgado, our player to watch tonight, looking for his first clean sheet in a while. He's halfway there. Ethan Horde lets that one roll out of play. It will be a Hailstorm throw midway inside the Greenville half. Just joining us, Ethan Horde had a chance to make it 3-0 just before the break, but skied his penalty kick over the bar of Christian Garner. Jackson Dietrich now out wide to Lucky Oprah. Dietrich, 27-year-old from Germany, played his college ball at Wright State alongside former Tucson forward Derry Korf. Now playing his trade overseas. Here's Billy King. Nice ball to Rendon. First touch lets him down a little bit though, and that allows Tyler Pollock to recover. Rendon skips inside. Surveys his options. Tries to chip it through from Real Gil, that goes all the way into the arms of Christian Garner. Greenville allowed those 2 goals in the first 15 minutes of the first half. That's their 5th and 6th goals allowed in that first 15-minute span. Most in League One this season. Scarlett goes down under a heavy challenge from Rendon. It was a fair challenge, though. King looks to come the other way, finds Martinez. Checks back inside. Go all the way back. Rick Evans now. Oprah. Real Gil. To Oprah. Good for the little 1-2. Doesn't get it back, and here's Corvino. Zion Scarlett, Jamaican. Started first of the 6-10. Started 6 of the first 10 League One games this season, but none of the last 4. Score in the season opening win over Spokane. Former Philadelphia Union Academy man, Crew, Columbus Crew as well. And Gianna drops this one back to Brandon Fricke. That's a shove there by Breck Evans. A not so supple one. Sends Ryan McKinnon to the turf. It'll be a free kick here for the Triumph, 10 yards inside the Hailstorm half. There's confirmation of that substitution from the PA gentleman. Chance here for Greenville to get one into the mix. They looked all over the place for those first 10 minutes. They've certainly settled down defensively since then. Limited the Hailstorm to just scraps here and there. Mentioned no shots on target for the Hailstorm since that second goal. Chance here for Triumph to perhaps conjure up there first as Adriano hesitates. Now finds Zakowski, swinging in left-footed towards the far post. It's a good delivery. Led away by Oprah. Now a chance for Real Gil to break. He's got Rendon on the outside of it. Chance here for the Hailstorm, 3-on-1. This ball comes in for Rendon. Oh, what a stop by Christian Garner. Came out and made himself big. The first really big stop of the night by the Greenville keeper. One of those trademark Hailstorm breaks. He's not done yet though, perhaps. Gil swings this one in. Falls to the feet in the end to Corvino. He is fouled there by Patrick Langlois. It's the first shot on target for the Hailstorm that hasn't found the back of the net. Christian Garner has to take all the credit. Zion Scarlett. Keep this one in, he will. There's not the dead ball line there. Zion Scarlett now onto his right foot. Lays it back. Corvino is there, as is Angriano. McKinnon now with the spin move. He gets taken down, no call. This game is end to end now as we start the second half here. Rendon looking to take on Smith. Excuse me, that's Horde. Good work by Ethan Horde. Here's Real Gil there for the cutback. Shrugs off his defender. Tries to beat Garner near post, but Garner gets down well for the second save in as many minutes. Great work by Horde to shrug off Brandon Fricke. Not many players have the strength to do that. Ethan Horde certainly having a great rookie season. Chance here for Hailstorm. It's Patrick Langlois making himself into more of an attacking midfielder than his usual defensive midfield responsibilities. Fricke takes his time now, looks for the outlet. Does well to find Corvino. Corvino goes long, looking for McKinnon. He will keep this one in, yes he will. Bounces off his shin, gets it back. McKinnon now to his left foot. He's got help in the middle from Lee. Good shot perhaps in the end. Delgado had to get his paws on it. King looks to settle things down. Finds lucky Oprah. Frank Evans clears it away. Horde wins that aerial duel, but illegally. Daniel Wu, national champion in 2019 at Georgetown. Scored in that College Cup final as well as a shootout win. A rare start tonight at center back due to the absence of Nate Schultz. He's on the bench. Forced Jamie Smith out to that fullback spot. Brandon Fricky brings it forward. Finds his longtime teammate Evan Lee. Brandon Fricky spent his first year in USL League One with Lansing Ignite before moving to Greenville. Here is Evan Lee now to the edge of the box. His right-footed strike is just past the far post of Lalo Delgado. Evan Lee, not someone you want to give too much space. We've seen his finishing ability. Trying to get his right foot around the side of that ball, just couldn't get enough curl on it to threaten that far post of Lalo Delgado. Another foul here. Ethan Ward needs to perhaps contain himself here. You see referee Bonilla telling him that's twice now. Next one might find his way into the book. Scarlett. He was looking for the 1-2. Instead, finds the feet of Tyler Pollock. He's dispossessed by David Garcia. Real Gill now, wide to Billy King. Billy King with acres of space. Daniel Wu comes over to say hello. Billy King skips inside. Can't find any space though. Good work by Anguianas. King still with it. Forces a good save low down by Christian Garner. And implores his defense to get between him and the striker. King, a little skip inside here. The fake shot there put Anguiana to the ground. Smith was also beaten, but Garner wasn't. Only out for a throw-in on that far side. Winner and done will take. Ten minutes into this second half here from Windsor, Colorado. Russ Davenport with you. Hailstorm FC and Future Legends print with the pros at Color Pro Printing of Fort Collins. They make your vision a reality. Check them out at colorproprint.com. Challenge from Billy King will result in our first card of the evening as the Scotsman enters Rafael Bonilla's book. It's his first yellow card of the season. Look at it here, just lost possession. Yeah. Studs up from Billy King there. Just a little clumsy. Perhaps too many fouls in a short amount of time for the Hailstorm. Billy King, unfortunately, was the last one to commit the foul. USL Championship Soccer continues on the ESPN networks in September with a Western Conference matchup of teams fighting to cross the playoff line. Last season's champions Phoenix Rising host FC Tulsa Friday, September 6th at 11 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2. One for the Night Owls there. As Greenville get things restarted here. Looking to try and find a way back into this contest. Still seeking their first shot on target. If you can find the back of the net, though, it would certainly make things interesting the rest of the way. As it has been over the last few weeks, this Hailstorm back forward staying strong. Just allowing scraps here and there for the visitors, as shown by that example there. Shout out to the Greenville Triumph Unified team back in season. The program provides opportunities for people with intellectual disabilities to participate in a unique and exciting USL inclusive experience. They're going to get their tryout process going, and they're going to have a big game against Tormenta on October 26th. Fans will be able to cheer them on at Furman's Paladin Stadium if you're interested. Next practice is in September. touch with the club. I'll fill you in with all the information there. Here's Carlos Anguiano now with a bit of space. He's looking for Zakowski. Breck Evans got in the way though. Billy King here. Chance to bring it away. Dietrich. Puts his head down. There's Ethan Horde now coming wide. Looking to take on Daniel Wu. That's good work by Daniel Wu though to stand his ground. Force Ethan Horde wide. No foul. Horde lays this back for Martinez, looking for his second goal of the night. Good work by Jamie Smith, though. He'll go long. Looking for Liam McKinnon. Smashed away by Breck Evans.
Let's go, Quack. Let's go, Marky.
This one will go out for a goal kick as the Triumph continue to get frustrated, trying to break down this Hailstorm defense. Delgado, another quiet night for him. XG tells the story here. Hailstorm 1.45, Greenville 0.16. So the 1-2 Martinez here. Now looking for the brace. Billy King gets in his way. He's sort of making that same run. One with the ball, one without the ball, unfortunately. Good work there by Lucky Oprah there, but he gives it away to Anguiano. Corvino, you can hear the fans getting, both teams getting a little frustrated. Martinez now finds Billy King. He'll pull it back with his left foot, looking for Martinez! Blocked in front, I think by the hand of Bruno Rendon, it was. Second time in a matter of a minute, a Hailstorm player getting in the way. Teammate with a potential goal-scoring chance. Five minutes of some hectic action here, but still the score remains 2-0 in favor of the Hailstorm as we go past the hour mark here in Windsor. Sun starting to set. Temperatures lowering as well. Obviously, this is not a place you want to be having to play a playoff game in October and November, that's for sure. Surely where the Hailstorm would love to get at least 1 or 2 home games. McKinnon now, blocked by Dietrich. Polak gets it out wide to Corvino. Polak. Evan Lee with the turn. Does find the feet of McKinnon. Once again, solid work defensively, this time by Patrick Langlois. Ethan Horde now, one-on-one with Brandon Fricky. Jamie Smith coming over to help. Fricky giving him the left foot. In the end, it's given away to Jamie Smith. Zakowski now, as this game is really beginning to open up. Evan Lee drops it off. Corvino! Shanks it wide. So we're going to have a couple of substitutions for the home team. Marky Hernandez, as well as Enoch Kwakwa. Hernandez, who scored the opening goal last week in the draw with Tormenta, a penalty. He's going to come in for Real Gil. Enoch Kwakwa in for Jackson Dietrich. So pretty much straight up substitutions. No real tactical change expected here for Ayman Zayed. Marky Hernandez, former Chattanooga Red Wolf man. He's only had one league start this season, but has come off the bench in every game but the opener. He's had a goal and assist in his last 2. Enoch Kwakwa had the odd start here and there this year, but he wasn't in the squad for that last game against Tormenta, the 30-year-old from Ghana. Spent time with Manchester City as a youth. Restart here with a goal kick. Select, the official match ball supplier of USL League One and many elite leagues throughout Europe. Visit us.select-sport.com for the latest Select product specials and more. Select, the player's choice. Call it a little too much contact on substitute Marky Hernandez. That free kick was not taken from the correct spot. Faina Kwankwa. He'll retake here. Just past the halfway mark now. Excuse me, approaching the halfway mark in the second half. Hailstorm looking to continue their solid play of late and keep Greenville on the struggle bus. Mentioned all the injuries for Greenville Triumph. Chapa Herrera, Sebastian Velasquez, Leo Castro, Rodrigo Robles, the 4 key ones. Mohamed Say has been out all season with his knee trouble. Nate Schultz, the normal starter, right back on the bench tonight. Not sure if that's for health reasons or not. Brandon Fricky now. It's a nice little ball for Zakowski in the channel. Zakowski, well, that sort of sums up Greenville's evening. Got caught in 2 minds, I think, how to trying to find Liam McKinnon. Ended up just firing it over the dead ball line. Two shots on target in this half for the Hailstorm. Greenville still waiting on their first of the game. Martinez now. Good step by Tyler Polak. Just got to be a little quicker for the Triumph. Everything's just been played at that pedestrian pace. Things have gone end to end. They've looked a little dangerous. It was just in the first 10 minutes when things were so strung out. They were trying to find their way that they gave up those 2 goals so far. Obviously, the 3rd goal should have gone in at the end of the first half. As that ball from Covino is way over the head of Ben Zakowski. This ball played into space ahead of Marky Hernandez, battling his longtime foe over the years, Tyler Polak. Polak wins that battle, as he does with so many. That's a sloppy ball, though, from Zion Scarlett. Billy King now. He's got Enoch Kwakwa on the outside instead. Tries to go with a fancy pass with the outside of the right foot. That doesn't come off, and now Greenville look to go the other way quickly. McKinnon with 4 shots in this game, but none on target. Just 3 touches in the opposition's box. He does win free kick here, though. Ben Zakowski will take it just inside the touchline here, halfway inside. The Hailstorm half, rookie out of Monmouth, touches it to Anguiano. In the right spot, apparently, or referee wasn't looking, hadn't blown his whistle, one of those 3. Ben Zakowski played for John Harkes' high school teammate, Robert McCourt, at Monmouth. Rick Wright disagreed with that decision to not let him take it quickly, and here's the delivery. So there'll be a shove there on Jamie Smith and a free kick for the Hailstorm. mentioned the Jägermeister Cup. Hailstorm 5 wins, 2 draws, 21 goals scored. They've already clinched the Group 3 titles. There is a chance they could play the Triumph in the semi-finals or the final. The semi-finals may be unlikely. They appear it'll be them or Madison with the #1 seed. They will play the wild card. Greenville will have to win that last game against Charlotte and make up some ground against Madison. I hope Madison don't claim a point. That would make them, as a 2 or 3 seed, they could play in the semi-final. Here's Evan Lee now, though. Zakowski. Corvino lays it off to Zakowski. Double team. Lays it off for Lee. It was a good little chest 1-2. Hailstorm making a bit of a mess of this clearance, but in the end, Marky Canandis gets it away to Billy King. Triumph now pressing a little bit, trying to get that deep turnover in the Hailstorm half that could result in their first goal of the night, or even their first shot on goal of the night. In at Kwakwa now, over halfway. He was number 6 last season, took number 8 after Note Noti had departed. Billy King now, back to Oprah. Daniel Wu has gone out to right back. I'm not sure when that happened. If I missed it, I apologize. He was certainly central earlier. He switched with Jamie Smith now. Perhaps give a bit of more physical presence in the middle there. Kwakwa, he'll slow things down. No reason to hurry here for the Hailstorm with a comfortable 2-0 lead and not looking under much pressure from the Triumph. Here's Oprah now. Corvino tracking back. Oprah with the cross towards the far post, and that's 3-0. That's too easy for Ethan Horde. Left unmarked at the far post, and he makes the Triumph pay with his 4th League One goal of the season, and that should put this one to bed. See Pascal Corvino trying to track back. Oprah back to his right foot. Jamie Smith just lost track of Ethan Horde and his run, and it was a lovely ball by the man from Nigeria. And the goal against them earlier season adds to it with an assist here. As the Hailstorm increased their lead at the 70-minute mark. Lucky Oprah's 2nd assist of the season. Greenville just starting to look a little leggy here in the altitude with the lack of substitutes. Lack of players in general due to the number of injuries right side has suffered. Turn their attention after this one to that Friday night matchup in the Jägermeister Cup against the Independents. Greenville would just need a point. They would need to either win the game or win the shootout after a draw. If they don't do either of those things, Charlotte will win the group. Greenville will have to score a number of goals to catch up in the goal score department, which is obviously how that wild card is decided. Zion Scarlett now lays it off to Corvino. His right foot strikes a good one, but not on target yet again by Corvino. The King was trying to get back and defend. It was well struck, but never really threatened that far post of Lalo Delgado. Giano knocks it inside to Evan Lee. Back to Daniel Wu. Delgado's last clean sheet was back in June against Richmond in the league. Didn't have one last month against Omaha's Markey. There it is. Oh, Markey. You put the house on it, scoring from there. And that reaction tells the story as he blasted that one over the bar. I think Daniel Wu perhaps with a yellow card for his troubles. Hernandez here went past Jamie Smith far too easily, and the ball just bounced up on him a little bit. Christian Garner did a good job of making himself big, but Marky Hernandez knows he should have done better there. Daniel Wu does indeed get the yellow. It's his second yellow card of the season. As mentioned, Lalo Delgado had a shutout against Omaha last month in the USL Cup, but he has last clean sheet in the league. It was back in June against Richmond. Excuse me, against Madison last month as well, but the clean sheets have been hard to come by. Only 2 in the last dozen or so starts for Delgado. Hailstorm have a player down, but they haven't looked under threat tonight, that clean sheet. The break here, you can hear the wind picking up on the on-field mic. It's like Hassan Gabo coming in. Gives some key Triumph players a rest here, it seems. Clark as well as Robles coming in for the Hailstorm. Nate Schultz will come in for Daniel Wu at that right back spot. Now that Smith has moved into the middle. Kane Clark, the 20-year-old attacking midfielder, getting some minutes here. Chelo Martinez limps off. So Bruno Rendon also making his way off. Kane Clark, this is only his second League One appearance of the season for the youngster. Did get one start in the Open Cup against Tulsa Athletic, as well as a start in the USL Cup against Spokane, but only 7 minutes in the second League One game of the season against Spokane for the 20-year-old. He hasn't been in the squad much since then, but getting 15 minutes or so here at the end of this one. And we'll restart here. Brandon Fricky remaining on the pitch, interestingly. Perhaps still trying to get back to full match fitness after missing a month or so, plus with a nasty ankle injury earlier this summer. Anguiano. Signed by Greenville after playing against them in the US Open Cup for Phoenix. Billy King taken down by Nate Schultz. Back underway here, Oprah. Gets it back from Breck Evans, goes through the wickets of Hassan Gabo. And from Somalia. Moved to Utah back in 2011. Product of the 18x26 Academy that started by Abdi and Omar Mohammed. The former cousins used to play for Greenville. Noco will improve to 3-1 and 1 at home here in USL League One this season. Mentioned still a bunch of home games to come for them. Next one will be in the Cup though. That'll be at Central Valley Fuego. We'll also play them in the league in early October. Liam McKinnon now. Can he get one back here? Tries to lay it off for Gabo. This one goes all the way back to Nate Schultz at right back. Next league game for Noco will be on Saturday, September 7th. They'll be at home against Lexington. I think they announced the semi-final date for the Hailstorm. Obviously, they don't know when they'll be playing, or, excuse me, who they'll be playing or where. Just going to double check that. I had September 11th in my head, but I forgot to write it down earlier this week. Yes, it will be Wednesday, September 11th. The Jägermeister Cup semi-final for the Hailstorm. Again, opponent and location. Well, actually, the Hailstorm, I think, have confirmed they will host. I don't think they can be caught for one of the top 2 seeds. Here's Nate Schultz. McKinnon, as always, surrounded by Hailstorm players. They know what a danger he can be, even from distance. Hassan Gabo. Only his 5th League One sub-appearance of the season for Gabo. Missed a bunch of time last season with a nasty knee injury. Nate Schultz now looking for his first goal of the season. And he almost rolls into the dugout down that first baseline. And out for a goal kick. Lucky Oprah went tumbling with him. Wind continues to blow. We approach the final 10 minutes here in Windsor. Ross Davenport with you. Noka with a comfortable 3-0 lead over the Greenville Triumph. And Noka with 18 points going into that last round of play. Can only be caught by Madison. So yeah, Hailstorm do have that top 2 seed in a home semi-final confirmed. Again, that'll be Wednesday, September 11th. Opponent TBD. Perhaps Union Omaha. They have 13 goals scored to lead the wild card at the moment. They can't catch the Hailstorm in Group 3. Charlotte and Greenville both with 10 goals scored. I guess they could still sneak in there if they manage to find the back of the net a ton next weekend. Of course, it hasn't been easy to find the back of the net once recently for Greenville, unfortunately, especially with all these injuries. Seeking their first shot on target in this one. 9 shots, but none of them have forced a save out of Lalo Delgado. Danny Robles on, looking for a scoring chance there, the man out of Washington. Former Tacoma Defiance Ballard FC man, won the USL title with them, USL 2 title with them a couple of years ago. Here's Evan Lee. Corvino. And Guiano. McKinnon with a bit of space finally, but shut down right away by Breck Evans. Out wide to Gabo. Skips inside. Back to Anguiano. Corvino. Heavy touch from him. Now Nate Schultz. Greenville seeking a bit of consolation here, but won't get it this time as that ball doesn't find Zion Scarlett. Greenville with XG of 0.2. Looks like it did actually go out for a throw. Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers proudly serves cooked-to-order steak burgers, Vienna beef hot dogs, shoestring fries, and freshly churned frozen custard. Freddy's is honored to partner with future legends and to serve the Northern Colorado community. Don't forget that Heart Distillery has delicious handcrafted cocktails made with locally distilled award-winning craft spirits. Follow your heart to the Heart Distillery, a 21 and up establishment that gives you a one-of-a-kind experience. As we have a substitution for the Hailstorm, and it is former Greenville Triumph man Jake Keegan, who is on loan here from One Knox. There's a look at the 33-year-old. He'll turn 34 in a couple weeks. With his 4th USL League One team now. Free kick here for the Triumph. They'll look to swing this one in. Anguiano and Polak over it. 8 minutes remaining in the 90. Anguiano does take it. Flicked on almost falls to the feet of Corvino. And away with it comes Enoch Kwakwa and his fresh legs against Gaba. Also another substitute. He came over for a hug. Kwakwa wins that battle though. Jake Keegan, he's only got 4 League One starts this season, but has come off the bench in every game but one in the league. Had an assist in that first meeting against Greenville on that Oprah goal. Can't watch the match? Turn on Sirius XM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, plus live matches from the USL, MLS, Premier League, and more, all on Sirius XM FC 157 and the new Sirius XM app. And we have another substitution as Rick Wright clears his bench, or what he has of his bench. This will be everybody on other than Gunther Rankenberg, the backup goalie, as Oliver Hald. 3 League One starts this season, plays fullback or a bit of wing back out wide in the midfield. Man from Copenhagen, Denmark, rookie out of Southern Methodist. He comes in for Pascal Corvino. He's worked hard in the middle of the park tonight, Pascal. A couple of long distance shots that didn't find the target. Hailstorm out shooting the Triumph 12-9. Half of those 12 on target. So 3 saves for Christian Garner. None so far for Lalo Delgado. This one goes all the way through to Garner. He'll smash it downfield. Last time Greenville had a 4-game League One winless streak was in May of last year. That drought went to 5. 4 of them were draws, though. I mentioned this is the first of 3 straight road games for the Triumph, at Omaha in a couple of weeks, then at Chattanooga after that. This will drop their road record to 4 wins and 3 losses. Respectable. As Schultz gets nutmegged by Lucky Oprah. Tries to pull it back for Marky Hernandez, but Heavenly is there. Gabo brings it away. San Gabo may look to go the distance here as he's fouled by Marky Hernandez, and that may be a yellow card. You see Eamon Zayed's reaction to Hernandez getting a yellow card with a 3-0 lead. It's his 4th of the season. Bit of a silly card there for the veteran midfielder. Greenville really struggled this year at home. Only 3 wins at home, so 1 more away win than home wins for the Triumph. Hernandez just stuck his left leg in there. They will come home for a couple of winnable games against Fuego and Lexington. Late September, early October. Here's Scarlett, who's trying to find the back heel to McKinnon. Polak working hard as always there in the slot. And Giano trying to control it into McKinnon. Always seems to be 2 Hailstorm players around Lion McKinnon. Wisely so. Everybody knows what he can do. Triumph still have 2 very long road trips towards the end of the season, at Spokane and at Central Valley, before they close the season out at home against Tormenta. Robles now. Good work back by Nate Schultz, the substitute. Knock it out for a corner. Corner kicks brought to you by Meadow Gold. USL Championships on CBS Sports and ESPN platforms all season long. Catch live matches and expert analysis every day on the CBS Sports Galazo Network and ESPN Plus. Go to USLLeague1.com for all USL League One TV listings. take the corner is McCain Clark, the young substitute. Gets it back, does Clark. Swings it in right-footed. Garner's there, but as is Fricky, he gets there first. Clears it away. Now a chance for Zion Scarlett to get on the run. Overcomes Quacker, but he's not going to get there. McKinnon, is he onside? Yes, he is. McKinnon, good save by Delgado, his first of the night. Stayed on his feet as long as he could. Forced McKinnon to shoot right at him. Finally, the triumph on the board with a shot on goal in the 89th minute. Here's McKinnon again. Can't get past Lucky Oprah. Quack tries to find Juliet is on the far side, but Oliver Hall with the interception, and here comes Hall now. Great passer. Gabo. It was Dane Robles on that far right-hand side. Now Robles is here on the near side. Oh, Jake Keegan it was on the far side. That's who it was. Here comes Pollack. I'm not used to Jake Keegan with the long hair. To Evan Lee. He's had a variety of haircuts over the year. You can Google over the years. You can Google that. Nate Schultz lays it off to Hald. Finds Evan Lee out wide to Zion Scarlett. His cross comes in. Nobody's there though except Breck Evans. He hooks it away as far as Anguiano. Nate Schultz. Is he going to have a go from distance? He will. Over the stands as we enter the last minute of the 90 here in Windsor. Ross Davenport with you, NOCO with a comfortable 3-0 lead over the Triumph. It's been a comfortable night, all night really for the home team. Never really looked to be under too much stress. Here's another look at that long distance effort from Nate Schultz. Just got underneath it, leant back a little bit. Greenville will make the long trip home, look to try and get healthier. Certainly no major injuries sustained tonight. We'll have a minimum of 4 minutes of stoppage time at the end of this one. Fricky drops it off to Anguiano, surveying his options. He's worked hard tonight in the middle of the park, has Carlos Anguiano in place of Chapo Herrera, as this ball goes out of play in the end, or looks like it was an offside in the end on Liam McKinnon. Chapo Herrera should be a week or two away, returning from his injury. Sebastian Velasquez maybe a little longer. Castro is very close as well. We'll see if they see them on Friday night with a quick turnaround for that cup match against Charlotte that will decide that group title. Mentioned Greenville could have finished them off a couple of games ago, but they lost that one 2-1 to the Independents. Thus they'll need to find a point in that last contest. It'll have to be a win or a shootout victory after the draw. Pollack. Looks like he will go the distance tonight like he has so many times over the years for the Triumph. Here's Evan Lee, his former FC Cincinnati teammate. And that rolls out over the dead ball line for another goal kick. Evan Lee also worked hard tonight in the middle of the park, but just not much in the final third for the Triumph tonight as they continue to struggle to find the back of the net. Greenville now with just one multi-goal game in their last 7. That was the 2-0 win over Richmond in the Cup. Before that, it was shutouts against Lexington and Omaha. They were blanked against Knoxville in the league, 0-0. Just scored that one against Charlotte and one against Richmond. Obviously still pretty comfortably in the playoff mix for now. Things, as you know, if you're a League One fan, always get tight towards the end of the season. I want that home game, if they can, at least in the first round. Here's Robles now. Goes down the line for Marky Hernandez. He'll keep it in. He should have made it 4-0 about 10 minutes ago, but missed a sitter. Looking to take on Nate Schultz. He's got help from Garbo. Hernandez just twisting and turning and then fouled in the end. Referee Bonilla wisely getting in there just to cancel out any potential flashpoint between those two. Sometimes happens in games like this, especially when Marky Hernandez is trying some nonsense in the corner. Try that in South America with a 3-0 lead and you'll find yourself on the turf even quicker than he did there. It'll be a free kick here just inside the near touchline here. Danny Robles over it. In the final minute here of stoppage time in Windsor. It's been a comfortable night for the Hailstorm and Ayman Zayed as they continue their fine run of play. Now 5 wins in 6 in all competitions for NOCO. Kwakwa. They should look to keep that going in a few days against the Fuego in the Cup. Hailstorm trying to run the clock out here in the corner, but won't do so as referee Bonilla checks his watch one last time. 10 seconds or so to go. 3 goals and 3 points for the Hailstorm here in Windsor. 3rd time in 3 games they've also scored 3 goals. And there is the final whistle. Hailstorm with a well-deserved 3-0 victory over the visiting Greenville Triumph here at Future Legends Complex. Goals from Chelo Martinez in the 4th minute, Real Gil in the 10th, and that man, Ethan Horde, in the 70th. We'll be back with full-time highlights and stats on the other side of this break.
Every 2 seconds, a hospital patient needs help only blood can provide. That help depends on volunteer blood donors. When you take an hour and donate blood with nonprofit Vitalant, you can help save more than one life. Recent donor eligibility updates now allow even more people to roll up a sleeve and give. Learn more and make your appointment at Vitalant.org. Because of you, life doesn't stop.
On the surface, your retirement plan might look solid. With your 401k or IRA, Social Security, investments, and insurance coverage, you appear to have it all covered. But what could you be missing? Below the surface, is your retirement exposed to too much risk? It's time for a deeper dive into your portfolio. We can help you uncover the risk that lies beneath the surface and learn about strategies to help preserve your savings. Get your free risk analysis today.
Welcome back to Windsor, Colorado. Ross Davenport here with you as we wrap up the 3-0 victory by the Hailstorm over the visiting Greenville Triumph. As the Hailstorm stay hot and the Triumph do not. Let's see how we got there in this one. It was an early start for the Hailstorm. Chelo Martinez in the 4th minute would give the Hailstorm the lead. A lovely ball through here by Billy King. Catches the Triumph back line napping, and Chelo Martinez, who had a rough outing in the first meeting between these two teams this season, redeems himself early with the opener in just the 4th minute of this contest. On to the 10th minute. Real Gil had a great start to the game. We'll cap it off with a goal here in that 10th minute. The turn by Ethan Horde. Gil with the little roll over here to turn Brandon Fricky inside out, and a solid left-footed finish inside Christian Garner's near post. That will make it 2-0 10 minutes in as they turn their domination into goals. Deserved that 2-0 lead. Greenville were all over the place early. Greenville's chances were few and far between. Pascal Covino had a couple of long-distance efforts flashed just wide or over the top like that one. Just a .25 XG, though, for Greenville on 10 shots. They weren't actually credited with a shot on goal, which is a little surprising. Real Gil scored and then earned himself a penalty here as Daniel Wu clumsily stuck his right leg out, but Ethan Horde would not make them pay as he chips this one over the bar. He would, however, find the back of the net in the 70th minute. Breck Evans here starts the play. finds Lucky Oprah out wide. Cuts back to his right foot. Delivers a lovely ball to the far post, unmarked. Ethan Horde. And the lanky rookie is not going to miss headers from that distance. Jamie Smith just left his marker. Ethan Horde with the goal and the assist tonight for the youngster. Here is a look at your full-time stats. Hailstorm, as usual, didn't win the possession battle. Greenville with that glaring 0 shots on target in the end. We thought they had one late, but wasn't credited. So they will take that long trip back to South Carolina. Try to get healthy. Focus on the cup on Friday against the Independents. Well, thanks for joining me tonight as we wrapped up Week 18 in USL League One play with this 3-0 victory for the Hailstorm. Thanks to my crew behind the scenes for all their help. We'll see you later on this week for Jägermeister Cup action as we wrap up group play in that competition. Tonight, though, USL League One play, the Hailstorm take care of the triumph 3-0 here in Windsor, Colorado. Have a good night.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League League One cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League League One.